Good afternoon everyone, here's our latest video update on Typhoon Bopha or Bagyong Pablo on this busy Friday afternoon or early evening if you are in Japan. Today's December 7th. And before we begin with Bopha, I just want to quickly mention the breaking news that has come out of Japan. A 7.3 magnitude earthquake has struck off the coast of northeastern Honshu, roughly 280 kilometers east of Sendai or about 460 kilometers northeast of Tokyo. As we speak, there has been a report of 1 meter wave heights that has struck the city of Ishinomaki out in the Miyagi Prefecture. And also, Miyagi Prefecture is under a tsunami warning, with the prefectures of Ibaraki, Fukushima, Iwate, and the Pacific coast of Aomori Prefecture also under Tsunami Advisory from the Japan Meteorological Agency. Now again, an earthquake with a depth of 36 kilometers, 290 kilometers east of the coast of Tohoku region has struck at around 5:18 p.m. local time out there in Japan. And we are getting reports again of the wave heights now beginning to hit the coast of Miyagi right around 20 minutes ago, with wave heights of up to 1 meter so far. Now, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, meanwhile, hasn't issued any other tsunami warnings and are not expecting the waves to impact other countries in the Philippines or other parts of the world. Also, reports of intensity 3 being felt as far south as Tokyo, with some buildings reportedly being swaying for at least a couple of minutes. Now, obviously, the highest intensities up to 5 has been recorded out here along the eastern coast, partly again in the prefecture of Miyagi. We will be updating those reports as we get them. We have set up a page out in westernpacificweather.com. Again, we will have those latest video updates with regards to the wave heights as well as the latest warnings from JMA. Now moving on to the tropical storm, now back to a Typhoon Bopha or Bagyong Pablo has re-intensified over the South China Sea or the West Philippine Sea, now located approximately 520 kilometers east-northeast of Metro Manila, just west of the Bajo de Masinloc or the Scarborough Shoal. Maximum sustained winds have increased again to 130 kilometers per hour with 185 kilometers per hour gusts. This is from the JMA Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Slightly higher wind estimates, putting the wind sustained at 150 kilometers per hour, so slightly higher with the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. System is moving northeastward at 15 kilometers per hour. And the first thing you'll definitely notice on this latest visible image is the eye that has appeared, and surrounded also by very strong convective activity. We expected intensification yesterday, but weren't really expecting this sort of strength that the system has reached once again as it emerged out here in the South China Sea. And looking at the latest infrared image, you can see that well-developed eye now, surrounded by pretty strong convective activity, taking advantage of the warm waters out here in the South China Sea. You can see the latest data here from NASA looking at the sea surface temperatures in the region, and the Bopha would be located right around here, and that would correspond to anywhere from 28 to 30 degrees Celsius, definitely favorable for development for tropical cyclone conditions. And also, we have some pretty strong winds here courtesy of the jet stream, providing good poleward outflow to the system. Going back to that infrared image again, you can see that clouds here. We got some pretty strong winds from the southwest to the northeast, helping that system ventilate. And also looking at the microwave image, we got an eye wall, well-established eye wall that has developed over the past 6 hours, and again leading to that eye forming out here over the system. Right now though, it's still too far away from Luzon to bring any significant impacts. No rains are being reported yet across western Luzon. We don't have any public storm warning signals also issued by Pagasa either. But we will be watching this system closely as it could move very near western Luzon in the next 2 to 3 days. It could even bring some windy conditions and also some rains, especially out here in northern and western parts of Luzon. And looking at the forecast from Pagasa, they have shifted their forecast. Now remember, yesterday actually most if not all agencies were forecasting a track to the northwest away from the Philippines and into the South China Sea. But now you can see Pagasa changing their forecast to the right now, perhaps in staying out here in the Philippine area of responsibility until tomorrow, perhaps moving very near northwestern Luzon, particularly out here in the province of Ilocos Sur, that could bring some light rain showers as we move into the weekend. Finally, we also have the Joint Typhoon Warning Center's forecast here. Very convoluted forecast actually from them, and you can see this agency taking Bopha northeastward and making a loop actually as it reaches the 17 north latitude, staying well east of Luzon. But again, you can see the entire much of the island is still under that cone of uncertainty, so we will definitely continue to be watching this system as it could bring some impacts as we head into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And finally, we have the Japan Meteorological Agency, somewhat different and somewhat slower compared to Joint Typhoon Warnings forecast, also taking the system northward and eventually turning it to the northeast and eventually eastward, actually pointing towards Luzon. Now, JMA is expecting this system to weaken eventually to a tropical storm as we head into Monday and Tuesday, so hopefully as we head into the early part of next week, the system will be weak enough so that the only worries by that time would be the rains. Actually, going back to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, also expecting the system to weaken by as early as Sunday and into Monday. But you can see the differences among the forecasts here from Pag-asa going back here to the northeast, and then Joint Typhoon Warning Center showing a loop back to the South China Sea, while JMA forecasting a track to the east, perhaps into northern Luzon. So we are still seeing some major differences, still some uncertainties, because remember, we just seen a major shift in the forecast and also in the trends. Remember, we weren't really forecasting Bopha to become a typhoon anymore, but we've seen it intensify to this afternoon, could even become a category 2 by tomorrow morning. And then we'll just continue to keep watching the system as we head into the weekend, as again, much of Luzon Island and even parts of Mindoro are still under that cone of error, cone of uncertainty. So while we don't have any definitive information that the system will in fact impact Western Luzon, residents along this area should continue to monitor this system. And actually, if you look at the rainfall forecast here from the GFS model, this is a three-day forecast or 72-hour forecast, and you can see the model forecasting some light to moderate rain showers impacting parts of northern Luzon could bring up to 200 millimeters of rainfall as we head into Monday. And while down south out here in Mindanao, also possibility of some light to moderate rain showers courtesy of an approaching tropical wave. That wave you can see here in the infrared animation moving in from the east, from Palau into Mindanao, could impact the island as early as tomorrow morning, bringing some scattered to widespread light to moderate rains. Could hamper definitely some of the relief operations that have been going on out here in Davao Oriental, also in Compostela Valley. Now back to the north, you can see here Typhoon Bopha moving north-northeastward, and also you can see some of the clouds being sheared. Could bring some isolated light rain showers across northern Luzon beginning tomorrow, and could increase the probability and also the intensity of those rains could increase as we head into the weekend, with again the remnants of Bopha forecasted to at least impact parts of western Luzon, bringing some light rain showers. Not in terms of strong winds, we don't really know that just yet. We will continue to give you an update though on the progress of this system as we head into the next few days. And that concludes our video update on this busy Friday afternoon. Continue to check out Pag-asa for the latest warnings and updates on the system, and also Japan Meteorological Agency for the latest forecasts on Bopha, as well as on the latest warnings and updates on the tsunami and also the earthquake that's happened out in northeastern Japan. Finally, also westernpacificweather.com, as we said before, we have set up a page on the breaking news out about the earthquake. We will have updates on that article as we get more information throughout the night. Stay safe, guys.